Let's get one thing straight. This isn't fear-mongering. This is about recognizing patterns, understanding history, and facing uncomfortable truths. But right now, something's happening on the world stage that's honestly chilling. A series of events are unfolding that demand our attention, not because they are sensational, but because they echo warnings from the past. Donald Trump is talking about a deal with Vladimir Putin. Yeah, that Putin. A man who has shown a clear disregard for international law and democratic principles. A deal that's starting to sound eerily like the Munich Agreement of 1938. A dark chapter in history where appeasement paved the way for unimaginable horrors. And if history has taught me anything, it's that appeasement and unchecked aggression, that's how world wars start. A slow burn of concessions, miscalculations, and ultimately catastrophic conflict. Picture this. 86 years ago, British and French leaders thought they'd secured peace by letting Hitler take part of Czechoslovakia, a sacrifice they believed would prevent a larger war. They signed a piece of paper, called it peace for our time, a phrase that would soon become a bitter irony. Less than a year later, World War II exploded, a global conflict that cost tens of millions of lives and reshaped the world order. Now, Trump's hinting at a second Munich Agreement, a potential deal that carries the weight of history and the potential for devastating consequences. A backroom handshake that could hand over Ukrainian territory to Russia just to keep things quiet. A short-sighted solution that ignores the underlying aggression and emboldens further expansion. That sounds familiar, right? Because it is. The echoes of the past are resonating in the present. Giving in to a dictator's demands for the sake of a fragile peace never, ever ends well. It only delays the inevitable and strengthens the aggressor. It just tells them, hey, you can take more. It sets a dangerous precedent for future land grabs and violations of international sovereignty. I get it. War is terrifying. The world's exhausted. Years of conflict and instability have left nations weary and desperate for peace. But history keeps echoing. Appeasement isn't peace. It's a green light for more chaos. It's an invitation for further aggression and instability. If Trump signs away Ukraine's land to Putin, what stops the next demand? What guarantees that Putin will stop at Ukraine? What message does that send to every ambitious autocrat sitting in a palace watching the news? That aggression pays off, and international norms can be ignored with impunity? I'm not saying we're all doomed, but we can't ignore the pattern. The warning signs are flashing red. When leaders prioritize quick fixes over hard truths, the world pays the price, and the price can be far steeper than we are willing to imagine. The original Munich Agreement was supposed to stop a war. Instead, it guaranteed one. It paved the road to a global catastrophe. So here's my take. We're at a crossroads, a moment where the choices we make will determine the future of global security. Trump and Putin's rumored deal isn't just about lines on a map. It's about whether the world has learned anything from the ghosts of 1938. Have we truly understood the dangers of appeasement and the importance of standing up to aggression? Are we going to repeat history or finally break the cycle? The choice is ours, but the time to choose is now. Because if we don't pay attention now, we might find ourselves waking up to headlines we thought were locked in the past. Headlines that scream of conflict, aggression, and a world teetering on the brink. Think about it. And let's hope that our leaders are thinking about it too.